Most executive coaching doesn't work. You heard me right. This is from an executive coach. Most executive coaching fails. And why am I telling you that? Because it's done wrong. And if you want to learn how to invest in the right executive coaching, keep watching and I'll tell you how to do it. Executives spend thousands of dollars. They sit through hours of coaching sessions and walk away with nothing but notes and good intentions. No real change, no promotions, no income growth, nothing. And why? Because coaching without a few very specific things like clear process, clear accountability, and real execution is just advice and conversation. And trust me, conversation doesn't drive results. When coaching is done right, it transforms your career, it transforms your income, it transforms your life. It can refine not just your leadership, but it transforms your paycheck. It doesn't just sharpen your communication, it changes your whole worldview and makes you more money. Trust me, I've had my own coach for years. It helps you get promotions. It helps you change how you run your business. It makes a real difference. And I'm going to show you in this video what separates bad coaching, which is the most of the coaching out there, and great coaching, and what executive coaching really can do for you. So with that, let's jump in and see what great executive coaching really is. My name is Don Markland. I'm the CEO and founder of Accountability Now. We work with businesses and executives just like you all over the world, and we help you not only run your business, but we help leaders drive real growth, real change in their businesses and in their careers. And today I'm going to talk to you about executive coaching, what it is, what makes it really effective, and how you can use it to level up your career, level up your business, and really make more income, make more money in your life. Because in some way or other, we're all coin operated. We want to make more money. We want to make a bigger difference in our own lives and our own families. Section number 1, what is executive coaching? Executive coaching is not a lecture, a seminar, or some networking group or something like that. It's one-on-one. It is always results driven. It is a process designed to improve leadership presence, communication, and this part's very important, decision making. Too many times, people approach executive coaching in this kind of organic process where you're supposed to bring the agenda every single week. And I'm telling you right now, that is bad executive coaching. Unlike business coaching, which kind of focuses on strategy, executive coaching is about you, your leadership, your blind spots, and your ability to drive results. And that's where I want you to focus. When you're working with a good executive coach, it is always focused on the results, not these ambiguity type things that aren't measurable. It's always focused on the results. Now let's talk about where executive coaching fails. Almost without fail, executive coaching fails because number 1, they lack structure. There's no clear process. It's just another leadership chat every single week. Number 2, they don't track progress. They're not tracking your KPIs. They're not tracking your numbers. There's no measurable goals. There's no measurable KPIs or results. And I'm telling you, if you're working with an executive coach and they don't have a dashboard and they don't have something that they're measuring every single week, fire that coach today. You want to work with somebody that is tracking your numbers every single week. Number 3, they are avoiding the hard conversations. You should have a love-hate relationship with your executive coach. If you're having warm fuzzies every single time and you're like, oh, I love my executive coach, they make me feel so good, that's a problem. You should have a love-hate relationship with your executive coach because they are pushing you every single week. Think of them like a personal trainer. Your personal trainer is always pushing you to do that extra rep and making it hard and putting more weight on the bar. The same with your executive coach. If it's always warm and it's always friendly and it's always fun, that's a problem. Without these elements, executives end up with just insights, but no execution. And without execution, I'm telling you, there are no changes. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from an author named David Goggins, where he says, there is no growth in the comfort zone. Your executive coach pushes you outside the comfort zone and gets you changing. Now, section 3, how executive coaching works when it's done right. Great coaching follows a proven structure. There's always an assessment at the beginning to understand who you are, your personality type, and how you learn. You're different. Your DNA is different. Your brain works different. And they need to learn how you grasp information and how you grow. Number 2, they want to learn your goals and how you want to achieve and what you want to achieve long term. Number 3, the cadence of which you want to work, the regularity of how you will meet. This is important because routine is everything. Are you going to meet once a month, once a week, every other week, whatever it is? But you should have a routine. Coaching is all about regularity and routine. You can't just meet when crisis arrives. You should have regularity and routine in your process. And those coaches that say, hey, just book time whenever you're available, you will not find progress. Again, I've talked about this like with fitness. Growth comes a little bit at a time through your routine. So build your cadence of accountability through your routine. Maybe meet every Friday or every other week or something, but have your routine and your structure and you will grow over time. And then number 4, feedback and accountability. When you meet, bring your numbers, bring your agenda to the table so that you can work with your coach on your measurable world with your results. When these elements are in place, all 4 of them, coaching works. Because it's not just about you learning and it's not just about you reporting, it's about you growing through the interaction. Now, section 4, what executives actually gain from good coaching. And this has been proven from numerous studies. When you are working with a real executive coach, you grow in your leadership presence, you gain in confidence, clarity, and influence in your decision-making. You improve in your communication. You have better persuasive speaking, clearer messaging, better executive presence. And number 3, a faster career growth, promotions, higher income, bigger impact on your organization. And the data has backed this up. The International Coaching Federation found that over 70% of executives who received coaching saw improved work performance, leadership skills, and communication. Let me tell you specifically a case study that we had in our own business at Accountability Now. We worked with the CFO at a global Fortune 100 company. And in working with them for less than 6 months, we helped them increase their income by 58%, helped them secure one of the largest promotions in the company by just working on their communication and their executive presence. That was massive income increase in under 6 months, all from just executive coaching. Those same things can happen to you. Now, section 5, this last section, is about how can you choose the right executive coach for you. And this is where the rubber meets the road. Too many times people emphasize credentials. They want to go find people that have certifications in executive coaching. And that's where I want to warn you, stop. Stop looking at the credentials of executive coaching. There are no board certifications. There are no things that tell you this person is a good executive coach. Executive coaching is not some medical certified board like you might see in a doctor or you might see in a therapist. Somebody that has a certification executive coaching simply means they are certified in the methodology of executive coaching. That's it. It does not mean that they are a good executive or have been a good executive. In fact, I have met in my own lifetime hundreds, if not thousands, of executive coaches who have never been an executive in their life. You want to find an executive coach who has been in your shoes. This is important. You want someone who has the scars of being in your role specifically. Only work with an executive coach who has served in your role specifically, has had the same P&L responsibility, has actually tried to do your job and done it well. This is very important because when they have shared like experience, they can share the woes and the successes, and then their feedback and their understanding is much different than someone who just understands the methodology of executive coaching. That is the number one factor in choosing an executive coach well. Someone with certification can help because they can follow the right practice to help you be held accountable in the right way. Absolutely. But like experience will always serve you better, I promise. Secondly, you want to, again, as I said earlier, have a love-hate relationship with your executive coach. Make sure you align with your personalities for sure, but then also make sure you can have a love-hate relationship with them. And then number 3, make sure your executive coach never signs you to a long-term commitment. Never sign with somebody that requires you to put large chunks of money up front and that they will allow you to do month to month forever. This is a red flag. Your executive coach should never require you to put thousands and thousands of dollars up front. They should always allow you to share the risk with them because that means they trust the results-driven approach that you should have with them. You follow that methodology and you will have a coach that works side by side with you forever. Now, when you follow this process and you follow just like this, I promise you executive coaching can change your career, it can change your life, but only if it's done right. When you do it, you will make more money, you'll build your career, and you'll change your life. Thank you for watching this, and if you're serious about stepping up your leadership, increasing your influence, and driving real results, I promise, coaching isn't an expense, it's an investment. If you want to learn more, please drop a comment below, tag this video, share it with an executive that you know that wants to upgrade their executive skills and learn more about their leadership insights. And as always, thank you for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.